Mike, quite a game of two halves there. What was your thoughts on the whole performance?
I thought in the game it was definitely, 45 minutes where we tried to be composed and not give anything away, and then second half we came out of the traps better. We upped the game, we upped the tempo, we made a change. We didn't go, gung-ho, but we definitely was on the front foot. But that's the game, we can be cautious sometimes and it doesn't work. We can be cautious sometimes and it does. But credit to all the players. They definitely stuck at it. They had a bit of belief coming from 1-0 behind again. If we reverse that now, maybe we have more belief and we can win football matches. But overall, we are pleased with the point. Certainly after a run of defeat, so we can try and build on these things.
The change, bringing Diomande on, certainly helped things. Was there something that you said or certain things you changed as well that made it a little bit better in the second?
I think there was always an element of a game plan. I stayed with the same team that got beat 3-0 previous game. So I showed a little bit of belief in them and I wanted them to respond to that. It proved probably that we were under the cosh a little bit first half, but then I introduced Diomande, who's been out through suspension for 3 weeks, and he did show that endeavour, he did show that desire that's expected of a footballer. We brought him into the action and he's rewarded himself and me with that performance.
What are your thoughts on the two goals, both from set pieces?
Well, it's always going to be a case, when two teams are in very familiar territory. It's a good West Brom team. They definitely have got power in the team, they've got strength in the team, and they do the things correctly. They put the ball in the areas, they can hurt you on the second ball, and particularly really with the set piece, I was disappointed in the marking. The marking, we allowed that little bit of a run. You can't do that with teams that score 50% of the goals from set plays. Fortunately for us, it was only the one, so we've come back from that and we got our own joy from a set piece, and it was great. I thought it was terrific from Ember Carney to make the challenge, to go for the ball, and we got the bits very similar to a West Brom goal.
You put Josh Tymon in again for his home Premier League debut. A lot of faith in him. He seemed to repay that here today.
Well, I've grown up with having faith in youth. Without youth, we've got no future in football. And I think when a blossoming young kid comes along who's showing enthusiasm, he's local, you get a reaction from supporters from a local boy, but he's willing to learn and he's willing to progress, and I think he's got a very good future in front of him. Let's hope that future is at Hull, and we're trying to maintain that, and we're trying to make sure that he's going to be a regular football player for Hull. And it's good. It's really good to see that in a young player, because it's not easy. He's come straight from the academy, near enough straight from school into the Premier League. But it shows what a good job we're trying to do in the academy. And if they're there, and if they're willing, and if they're good enough, then they'll get games.
Thanks for talking, Mike.